Mr. President, Veterans Affairs, Mr. President, Veterans Affairs is going to have a mandate for its health care.
Nothing to do with Iraq.
I take that as a compliment, Mr. President.
Why are you so confident he'll change his behavior, Mr. President?
Yeah, I'm not confident in changing behavior. What the hell? What do you do all the time?
So
when did I say I was confident?
You said in the next 6 months you'll be able to determine.
What I said was, let's get it straight. I said what will change their behavior is if the rest of the world reacts to them and it diminishes their standing in the world. I'm not confident of anything. I'm just stating the fact.
But given his past behavior has not changed, and in that press conference after sitting down with you for several hours, he denied any involvement in cyber attacks. He downplayed human rights abuses. He even refused to say Alexei Navalny's name. So how does that account to a constructive meeting as President Putin framed?
You don't understand that, you're in the wrong business. You don't understand that, you're in the wrong business.
Is the summit with China next?
Cool, we need to load. Cool, we need to load quickly. Let's go. Quickly, cool.
We got one vanilla, one chocolate, but I wanted to get what we call black and white, but we're going to move it another way. We're going to split it.
What flavor did you get? That was the question. This is a man who has relatively few opportunities to speak to the press.
No, I just can't see there.
Mr. Vice President, time for a few questions.
Thank you for listening. I look forward to having your questions at another time, but I'm off to another event.
And when they get a chance, they ask, what flavor did you get?
President Trump says offensive things. He never apologizes for it. Is there a double standard here?
When you hear these remarks, suckers, losers, recoiling from amputees, what does it tell you about President Trump's soul and the life he leads?
You think the President of the United States is rooting for the violence because he thinks it helps him politically?
How are you preparing for the debate?
I wonder if you worry that this kind of language that comes from the President of the United States could deter some Americans who are tuning into him to not wear masks.
Is it fair or unfair to get after you because of your gaffes?
How far are you willing to push the envelope of what's safe in order to get your message out and to be among the voters, speak to them directly?
What's your take on the Republican convention so far?
Really, your strength is in traveling around the country and connecting with people. You can't do any of that right now. Mr. Vice President, does that worry you?
I think there are a lot of people out there who are supporting you or inclined to not vote for the president who would say, why isn't Joe Biden angrier about all this?
Do you see ways that you've benefited from white privilege?
You raised $364.5 million, your campaign and the DNC last month. Record for a monthly haul, apparently. How are you going to spend?
Assured us I'm not going nuts. Follow-up question, are you going nuts?
If you were president, could you see a scenario where you downplayed critical information so as not to cause panic?
Joe Biden, just a guy in his basement talking to a gal in her.
I can really do yes or no if you ask me an easy question.
All right, so we have one more easy question. It's going to be an easy question.